Danfo offers unparalleled, curated, and bespoke tours across Africa for travelers seeking genuine cultural experiences, enriched with magnificent sights, sounds, and flavors found on the continent. Each trip is reliably curated to ensure visitors are gifted with an immersive and authentic adventure. Whether you find yourself strolling along the charming white sand beaches of Sierra Leone, feasting on the mouth-watering delicious foods in Senegal, observing or partaking in various aspects of the Isheshi traditional system Ifa native to Yoruba land, Nigeria, with Danfo, you will rediscover a fulfilling sense of kinship to the true heart of the motherland, her communities. Our core values focus on integrity, quality, safety, and sustainability. We are uniquely committed to assisting with the advancement of African infrastructure and promoting African businesses, so both travelers and the communities they visit receive beneficial exchanges. At Danfo, we understand the importance of connectivity, and we have created a model which provides bespoke experiences based on your passions or hobbies. With us, expect a long-lasting spiritual bond between you and your destinations. Live, love, Danfo, Africa. To learn more, visit danfo.africa.
Peace, family. We're alive again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Thank you all. Thanks so much for joining. Do me a favor, hit that like button again. Please hit that like button. Also, make sure you share and make sure you subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Got a couple of announcements. Announcement number one: we are rolling to Senegal on Friday. No, Saturday. I'm sorry. On Saturday. On Saturday, we are rolling to Senegal, and I am looking forward to it. If you are a last minute person, would love to host you. Come and join us. Also, we're going to Nigeria in August. That's August 2nd to the 11th. Zanzibar and Kenya in September. And I want to announce a partnership for the Kenya trip, which is September 30th through October 8th. We are partnering with Traverse Culture. All right, a strategic partnership, which is going to cover medical tourism and real estate. Okay, if you guys know Kia over at Traverse Culture, she does a great job. And actually, the video that we did this past October of when I went to Kenya to get some medical work done, I got a full physical and teeth clean. That video is up as well. So that is the strategic partnership. I'm going to be formally announcing that here today. Then we're going to in November. We're also going to do Ghana, Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, and then we got the Voodoo Festival in Benin in January. So if you're interested in joining, please visit danfo.africa. Again, if you're interested in joining, please visit Danfo. That's DANFO.Africa to learn more. If you guys don't know what the site looks like, let me pull it up for you guys so you guys can know where you're going. You can know where you're going. This is it right here. So visit Danfo.Africa. Love to host you on one of our mini experiences. Without further ado, we have a special guest on with us today. Our brother Shola. And Shola, I think I told you this. I was in when I was in Lagos this past November. You were on billboards on the island, Victoria Island. Let me go ahead and bring him on. I think I might have messaged you and let you know that I saw you on a billboard.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. When I was on, I'm like, oh, I know that guy. That's Shola. I know him. Yeah, I was like, oh man, yeah. But you were on billboard, billboards, flyers, something, whatever. You were seen. You were definitely seen.
Yes.
Yeah, it was an event you were doing or were supposed to speak at, and so I was like, man, that's awesome. I know this guy, so everyone, welcome, Shola. Let me hold on. let me get the we gotta welcome you right. We gotta give you a round of applause, everybody, for Shola, Salako, everybody. There we go. So yeah, Shola, what's going on? I mean, AI. AI
Everything is,
is go, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah. No, no, no. I mean, really, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. You're the great Omoba, the great prince of the Yoruba people. We are super proud of you, man, and we cannot be more grateful and thankful for the great positive light that you shine on all our people, our culture, our traditions, exposing this to the rest of the world. And the ancestors, thank you and honor you as well, Amaba.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So Shola, we are in this AI age. Everybody's talking about AI, you know.
Yes, yes. AI has brought quite a paradigm shift to how we do things, to how businesses operate, to the workforce, even. So, if you think about any task that you can repeat over and over, AI is more than likely going to replace that, which also introduces a great opportunity for us humans, where we can think proactively about ways we can leverage AI to automate tasks that we do every day so that we can free ourselves up to focus on our bigger vision, just like you're doing, about really. The vision that you have for African people and across the diaspora is very big. And you're not just one person
Right.
behind this great vision, you are the visionary who's driving this. And AI essentially is there to help you repeat tasks, help spread the word, help generate flyers and marketing and, making calls. Like AI could make thousands of phone calls every day to people who should be joining you on these wonderful trips to Oshogbo, to Ileife. You can't do it all by yourself, and then getting people to make these calls, the cost could be tremendous, as you know.
Right.
You've been funding this for many years now. So AI, look at it more like a co-pilot, a co-partner.
Hmm.
And we recently launched a fantastic tool called Auto Crew. So it's an automatic crew member that you add to your staff. It will answer your phones. It will respond to emails. Essentially, is your assistant that never sleeps. It never goes on vacation, and it always makes sure it's a good extension of who you are.
Now, Shola, the concern is that AI is going to replace all these jobs, and what are your thoughts when people push back and tell you that AI is going to, you
Oh,
know,
absolutely. It's a very valid concern, because yes, AI could take over repeatable tasks, but AI is only as good as the human that controls it, the human that gives it work to do.
right,
So humans need to evolve to the next step. The next step where, I mean, we're essentially gods on we create and uncreate things. So we essentially need to evolve to where we are truly thinkers using the great mind that we have been blessed with, and let AI do the nitty gritty everyday tasks, the boring stuff,
right,
and there's no way around it, So I wouldn't necessarily see AI replacing jobs or even replacing the way of our lives. I essentially will see AI more as an assistant, which
okay,
helps us to take care of the stuff that we don't want to do, the things that we are bored doing. It frees us to focus on our passions, just like what you're doing. AI is not going to take these trips to Africa for
true,
you. That's
right,
your passion. You would do that while
right,
AI ensures that everyone has the right ticket information. They're
mm,
able to find the details about the trips and the boring stuff that you are just too much to do. We want AI taking care of that.
mm. Now, Shola, tell us a little bit about yourself, so people can know who
Oh yeah,
Shola is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm a technologist, philanthropist, very passionate about technology. Originally, of course, my parents wanted me to be a doctor. I started on the healthcare path, but when I discovered my first computer back in the 90s, it changed my whole life. And I
Shola, you went to MIT, right? I'm sorry if I'm jumping ahead, but go ahead and continue. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit ahead.
Well,
Look.
yeah, I'll answer that. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So I went back to school past couple of years to study artificial intelligence specifically around healthcare. So I
Mhm.
found a way to connect my love for healthcare, helping people with technology so that I could marry the best of both worlds and create great solutions that totally help people accomplish their goals, accomplish their dreams while keeping them healthy because health is wealth. But essentially, my background is around creating solutions that uplift humanity and help people compete with equally with other entities across the planet.
That's good. That's good. Now tell us, so you do motivational speaking as well.
Yes, yes, yes. I
So
love.
yeah, because like I said, when I saw the billboard and the sign on when I was in fact it was over by was that the Federal Palace? Is that
The
the
Federal Palace
hotel?
Hotel, yes,
Yeah, I
that's me.
saw the sign right by there. So
Okay, fantastic. Yes, every now and then it's one of my ways of giving back. I like to connect to my roots. So just some of my background here. I was actually born and raised in Buffalo, New York.
mm,
But I was very blessed and fortunate to spend some of my formative years in Nigeria. I was sent to a boarding school in Nigeria where I attended middle school and high school, which is
mm,
how I really got to learn about our culture, around about our traditions, and I also made some fantastic friends for life. But then I returned to the U.S. for college. I'm talking almost 30 years ago,
mhm,
and I've been going back and forth. I have a charity, Agents of Hope, where we try to uplift our brothers and sisters in Africa
mhm,
with mentorship, some literacy, and that's where some of these seminars come into play, where we help people learn how to use the latest tools, opportunities to create self-sustaining income, marketing, and investments. So it's just my way of helping our people, just the way you've been helping our people with the great exposure, reconnecting us to our roots. I mean, I must say, I'm about, if not for you, I wouldn't have taken my ancestral roots as seriously. I mean, you
really, really.
absolutely, like, yeah, I'll share right now for also your viewers and your audience.
Uh-huh.
Ifa is an ancestral way of life for us, the Yoruba people.
Mhm.
And we have been sort of programmed to totally ignore it and look at it as dark or
All
evil.
right, all
But
right.
when I saw you
Mhm,
visit Oshogbo for
mhm,
the annual festival, paying homage and
uh-huh,
respect to our ancestors, to our deities, to the
mhm,
forces of nature by which we live by, it
right.
was something very humbling for me, and it enabled me connect to my ancestors. I went through my grand uncles, my elders in my village in Ilefe, and they
Mm,
showed me the way. We did some nice divinations and oracle
mhm,
consultations, and it's been so empowering and freeing to understand the path that my ancestors journeyed through, the ones who came before me, which brings meaning to what you and I do today. It makes it very
yeah.
important the work that we do to continue to strive forward towards excellence.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Guys, links in the chat room. If you want to call in and add to the conversation, if you got a question you want to ask, you're more than welcome to click on the link and ask a question. Shola, for people who are interested in your AI product, where can they learn more? Where can they go?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They could easily go to autocrew-ai.com. So
So that's CREW.
yes,
Okay.
yes, autocrew-ai.com, and you can see demos, different ways to use it. You could also request a demo session.
Mhm.
We've been impacting businesses, helping business answer the phones 24/7, helping them generate sales leads, support, general questions that we're too busy to handle. AI helps us as a assistant to actually scale and become more prosperous as we go into this AI era of existence.
Okay. Now, how I would say, as far as the AI, answering phones, playing a role of secretary or sales professional, how good is it at, you know, playing that role?
Oh, it is amazing. And again, I enjoy technology. I enjoy being at the leading edge of technology, figuring how things work, and also pushing the bar, raising the bar. So to answer that question, AI is just amazing. I mean, we train the AI based on your business procedures, your operations. Essentially, if you can put everything that you do in a PDF,
Mhm.
our AI, Sarah, will learn it within seconds. And we could even have Sarah sound however you want it to sound. We can actually clone you, Amobah. We can make a version, a virtual prince version of, and it will answer the calls. It will respond to text messages. And I know in Africa, we predominantly use WhatsApp. So we have
Right, right.
integration with WhatsApp where it will sound exactly like you. It will laugh like you. It will have your humor, your jokes, your personality. It's all about training. And we've done a great job, I would say, in that area where our AI could act as close to a human as possible. It's only as good as the intelligence we give it, the knowledge we give it, and that's why we work very closely with our clients to fully document their processes so that they receive intelligently about their business.
That's good. BD, unmute yourself. You got a question.
Yes, peace, Prince. How are you?
I'm well. How are you? I'm doing good.
I'm all right, thank you. Greetings to everybody, and peace to
Greetings.
the guest on the show. Very interesting topic. My question to you would be, sir. You spoke about IFA, and also you're speaking about AI, and as we know, IFA is very similar to the binary code that's used in computer programming. In fact, I think that's where even computers was even based from. Can you speak to, if possible, what is the parallels between AI and any parallels they might have in IFA to AI programming?
Oh, that's a very powerful question, and actually a very deep question. You're absolutely right, sir. The IFA Oracle and the IFA cosmology is based on binary code. Mathematics, code, and software programming is also based on binary code. On, off, up, down, yes, no, it's all binary. So the parallel is that AI was really modeled in parallel to how neural networks work. So if you look at the way the human brain is mapped, you have these neurons, you have this synapses, you have this vast connection of knowledge and information. It's a mirror of reality itself. Everything that has ever existed or will exist already exists right now in the present, in the universal cosmos. AI is modeled after that, where all information that humans have ever generated, books and the internet and articles, conversations, is used to train the same or similar neural network. So if you look at IFA, we're consulting an oracle based on a particular combination of things. So knowing the name of the entity that you're consulting and also the name of the person you're consulting on behalf is essential. And when do some Ifa divinations on this tray or the Okwan Ifa, we call it the tray, where you mark the markings of yes or no. It's really, again, binary and at the very fundamental aspect of AI, which is running on software code is doing essentially the same thing. So if you look at a program like Chat GPT, the GPT is really a generative preprocessor transformer. What it's really doing is guessing the next character as one types a question in the AI input. So it's transforming based on all the knowledge of possible combinations of letters that humans have ever written, and it's guessing the next step. I believe it's similar in the same way IFA runs. IFA has seen everything that has existed under the sun. Nothing is new. Everything that humans have experienced in the past, in the future, in the present has already existed. My elders told me this, when I first got introduced to this, that when we decided to be born, to come into this realm here, we chose what we wanted to do. I chose that I'm going to be a Shola, I'm going to be a Salako, I'm going to choose this person as my mom and this person as my dad, and I'm coming here to do a particular experience. So all that had already been preordained. It has already existed. All I'm doing right now is living through the script. And that's essentially how AI also runs. Every possible combination of words, characters, language has already been pre-programmed into this large language model, which is why it's able to almost predict what we're going to ask it. And it already has answers already ready in different combinations, in various use cases, and in various scenarios. So again, that's a really great question. Thank you for asking that. I hope I was able to answer your question.
Yes, you answered it very thoroughly. Thank you so much. And I would like to reinforce a statement you made earlier about when like Dynas goes to the Grove in Oshogbo, or how inspirational it is. Like my grandma, I showed my grandma one of the videos of Dynas when he went to Sierra Leone dancing with the Bondo Devil, and she was so happy, man. Like, so just Dynas, that's good job, man. Even like some of us that's like from the land there, we don't have the zeal, because like the guest saying, we've been taught to demonize our own culture, saying it's satanic, demonic, and all that. But when you go there and you show the people what it is, it reinvigorates us, and it gives us new inspiration and a new zeal for studying our culture, man. So keep up the good work, man. Appreciate that, man. And thank you for the. Pardon me. Go ahead. You're welcome.
I was saying thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you to the guests.
Yes, thank you for the question. Again, that's a powerful point. I really would encourage anyone watching this to at least visit the motherland at least once. It is life-changing. All my friends who have accompanied me on trips there, they always come back very different, which is really why I'm very passionate about what Amaba, our prince here, is doing.
Listen, brother, I'm gonna tell you like this, brother. Part of my family is Muslims. I have some Muslims in my family, but I'm never, ever going to Mecca before I go to all the holy places that I can see in Africa, bro. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Yes, I feel you there.
All right, I'm gonna drop off, man. Thank y'all for letting me come on the show. Thank you.
No problem. Appreciate you. Prince Louis, go ahead and unmute yourself. Louis, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, hello, Dynas. Hello to the guest. I'd like to ask a simple question. Why couldn't the African gods defeat the white man?
Hey, Louis, the wrong show. Wrong show. Now,
I thought that's what.
No, Louis. Now, tonight, if you want to ask that question, we might have a platform, but not on this. Not tonight. Right. This is more focused on AI and.
All right. Okay. On the AI.
Right. Well, I mean, this is not the place for that.
No problem.
Another show, Louis. You got to read the room. You got to read the room. Read the room.
I get you. Nice brother. I got a nice smile. Remind me of my brothers and so on. So I'm going to be nice if I can.
Thank
you, going forward, especially you coming from Nigeria, how can AI get rid of vote rigging in Nigerian election? Can AI get rid of vote rigging so that we're assured that the Nigerian people are selecting the right leadership that they want?
Yes, actually, that's a very good question, my brother. It can help oversee elections. It could help plan elections, and it could help bring strong transparency to elections. But you must keep in mind also that AI is only as good as the orders it is given.
Information that's put in.
Yes. So if the leaders of
Mhm.
Africa or Nigeria in this case
Mhm.
are really forthcoming in the sense that they truly want to bring this level of transparency, yes, AI will definitely help them do it. But if they have, ulterior motives or other agendas, AI would also do their bidding. So it's a double-edged sword here.
Uh-huh.
AI again is more like an assistant.
Uh-huh.
It amplifies the
Mhm.
agenda, whether it's positive or
Mhm.
negative. Yes,
Mhm.
great question.
Right. Will it help us industrialize, which has eluded every African government that has turned up, which is the main crux of our independence from Nkrumah? Will AI, the ones being used in Africa, will they be geared to accelerate our industrialization so we can have jobs in our neighborhood that we don't even have to go to other African places and be disrespected by sellouts like South Africa is doing? Can AI do that bit? I mean, how can
Oh,
it best help us?
yes, yes. There are many use cases where you could use AI. I mean, I'm based here in Detroit, Michigan, and we see AI all the time in the factories and automotive plants.
Mhm.
Yes, it could definitely augment and assist what humans are already doing. So the engineers design these cars or these parts, and AI helps to execute that to reduce the amount of errors, the amount of mistakes, and making sure is as efficient as possible. So definitely we could leverage this in Africa, bring in some kind of industrialization to various parts of the continent, empowering the people in villages and cities
Mhm.
with knowledge. I think what we really need is access to the knowledge and information. I can definitely see AI helping to educate people in villages where all they need is just an internet access to an AI tutor that can tell them everything about agriculture, about
Mhm. Mhm.
manufacturing, about programming, and they get the skills much faster than
Yeah,
they
yeah,
would in a traditional
yeah.
learning school
Skill
environment.
shortage we
Yeah,
lack in Africa. We
yeah,
still need. I mean, I'm a hands-on man. I'm a carpenter by trade. I'm a cabinet maker. So I'm going back to do that. Luckily, AI ain't taking over my job. I
yeah,
want my hand. But, I want AI. I want African governments to be using AI to, help speed up our production on the farm, get the chicken poultry business running, all the basics we need so we can have jobs. We can make the
yes,
socks we got, what the shirts we wear. We can
yeah,
do all that. Plan the road. I want AI. I want to see AI plan all the roads that's needed in Nigeria. I
yes,
want to see AI identify all the bad roads that need to be attended in the next 5 years. So there's
yeah,
no excuse for no damn governments. We need this. These are the essential things that must be done for the country to move forward. You cannot strain away from it. Yeah,
yes.
we
I
must get
totally
to that.
agree.
We got the knowledge now. It looks like the bastards in power are the ones that we're gonna. I'm more trying to work out how AI is gonna assist us on that, because if we still got the gangsters in power, the information ain't gonna do nothing.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
because
that's true.
it's a
Yes,
great machine, new machines being advanced. I believe certain parts of Africa they're doing their own AI. I know Nigerian boys are actually doing drones in Ghana. There's a drone the biggest drone center in Ghana being built. Nigerian guys are there, the main crust behind it. Now, so we can have all this information. It looks like all the information can be got because it's knowledge that's available to you. You don't have to open a dictionary and so. Are we gonna get these damn leaders? Because it seems like a waste of time if we cannot get to the ground and get these leaders to do what is supposed to be done, because we know what's supposed to be done, because the AI will tell you.
yes.
Is this always a time if we can't get stubborn leaders or gangster leaders to listen?
Yes, yes. I think that's a very powerful point, brother. It's really a matter of us. We have to hold the leaders accountable. We have to demand from them what we want, and they will listen. Absolutely. If we have more people clamoring for the same level of rights in terms of the bare necessities, knowledge, because knowledge is power, they would listen and they will have no choice but to honor our requests. Good point.
Last but not least, before I go, one thing I know about Nigerians, they don't like being outshined by Ghanaians. So for my good Nigerians, pray that Ghana does well. If we do well, I know you're going to be pointing the finger at the gangsters. So my hope is that we're gonna in Ghana. I mean, there's no compromise. I think the standard was set by Nanadu. Muhammad's got no choice but to carry on with it. Right? He's putting a lot of money into AI. By the way, I don't know if you heard the recent announcements. Putting a lot of money into AI. I think so much money that I'm thinking Western influence is coming on board. But now that here and there, I believe we get Ghana right, the people are gonna say no way. We cannot. No. Then the leaders in Nigeria now are gonna have to step up. Okay, so I'm praying that the AI is good, keep it up, but we need to somehow get to these leaders. We need to upset them. Yeah, we get the AI outside of Nigeria to be pointing fingers at the corruption. We need that. Maybe you can do that from the States. Point the corruption. Point out that without you personally getting here, right? Maybe we should gotta do something like that. Yeah, rather than get social media, get the AI itself to do the social and everything to keep pointing and put the pressure on them. I think that's the way forward. But it's nice to hear from you. I'll leave the gods to another day, as the dinosaur said. But I've got asking questions about African gods, because all the African gods, when they met the white man, that's my only question. But apart from that, right, all the best, brother. I'll catch you
Thank you.
another time. But keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
All right, Louis, thank you.
Diners.
All right. Thank you, Louis. Thank you. All right, let me read this question. Arzul, what programs can we invest in to fuel the younger generation to be engaged with AI, just like in the same ways we were, like in the same ways we see other groups investing in STEM? Now, do AI and STEM go hand in hand, kind of, or yeah?
AI and STEM? Oh, yeah, it's a part of STEM. Yes. So it's really a matter of education and access to education. Like the last caller had mentioned, let's see, how do everyone are their language barriers with AI? Oh yeah, I will definitely come to that question. But to answer that first one, how can we empower our young generation? Again, it really goes back to education and access to knowledge. With access to simple tools like even a Chat GPT or Gemini or Claude, you can ask it anything and learn anything. You could learn skills on your own pace. You don't need to go to sign up to an expensive school to get some kind of certificate to prove that you know something. You can get this access directly. The internet has evolved right now. So if you look at platforms like Google, you see it's infused heavily with AI now. It's answering more intelligently. You can ask it questions about the answers it provided. And it really boils down to the education and the knowledge. So I would recommend first giving the young people access to the AI first, and then guiding them on learning paths that are based on their individual desires. So if they're learning to become an electrician or a carpenter or a computer engineer, you can give them a plan, and AI could come up with that plan based on their timelines. It's very available right now today. This is probably one of the best times to be alive. Information is easily accessible, and we are only limited right now by our own imagination.
And then the next question was,
yes.
Are there? Go ahead.
Yes. So barriers. So yeah, in fact, AutoCrew, what we've built, it's available in multiple languages. I can pick up the phone right now and call one of our healthcare clients and speak Spanish. Buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? And it would respond in Spanish to me, because it's detected that I'm speaking a non-English language. We have Spanish, French. There are AI translators now, which makes this very seamless. And another example, if Omoba has his own personal AI assistant, which sounds like him, that assistant will be able to speak in multiple languages as well. Maybe speak in Yoruba, speak in Swahili, but yes, to answer your question, those AI translator models are available in multiple, especially the major popular languages. But when you start drilling down into the local dialects, like in Yoruba, for example, there are many different dialects available. We're not fully there yet, but it's coming. It is coming. So the answer to your question is absolutely yes. Multiple languages are available right now in AI. So a good use case is if Dynas is teaching a village in say Oshogbo somewhere, and these are Yoruba speakers. They could learn software programming in Yoruba, which is very powerful.
Wow.
Because right now they have double challenges. To learn a skill, they're learning it in a foreign language, which is English. So they have to first learn English in order to learn other subjects like math or programming. But if you give it to them in their language, it eases and removes that barrier. So I really think that's a fantastic question by this caller.
Okay. All right, guys. Any other questions? Links in the chat room. If you want to call in and add to the conversation, you can. If not, we'll start closing out. Let's see. Now, how will AI help change Nigeria? Like, what impact can it make on Nigeria as a whole, as a collective?
Yeah. So, one thing I'm very proud of about the Nigerian people is we have a very strong desire to be the best versions of ourselves. We're naturally always hustling to improve ourselves, and entrepreneurship, education, to really empower people on the continent. It really boils down to, again, the access to the knowledge and the application of that knowledge. Is one thing to have access to the knowledge and learn these things, but it's a totally different thing to learn how you could use this knowledge to make yourself better, to empower yourselves. And that's where we having the right teachers, mentors, leaders who are willing to help the next generation and show them the way. And also being available to answer questions. Young people have brilliant ideas. I was talking to this young person the other day who has a good business around fashion, making attires, suits, and things like that. But without the knowledge of how AI could assist them or scale their business, they will only remain at the same field, in the same level. But with AI, they could multiply the workforce easily. They can reach a much broader audience, a global market. And also, it could help them, like we shared earlier, speak in multiple languages, where communication shouldn't be a barrier to the commerce that they're bringing. So, but again, to really answer that question, it's really a matter of giving them access to the knowledge and showing them how to apply this knowledge to help them become better, productive citizens.
No, let's see here. R. Zulz wants to know, where can we follow you?
Oh yeah, I'm on Instagram at Shola, Shola, Sala, Sala. I'm also on LinkedIn, Shola Salako on LinkedIn. I think those are the best places to reach me. More on LinkedIn actually, because I do a lot of AI stuff on LinkedIn. Do some workshops every now and then. Yeah.
Okay, and then Didi Mende Dimples wants to know, would AI be feasible for small business owners?
Oh yes, actually, it's best for small business owners. I own small businesses actually, and very feasible. So imagine you as I'm not sure what her or his profession is, but having an AI assistant that could just simply respond to messages on your behalf, an AI assistant that could answer the phone for you 24/7, while you sleep, while you go on vacation, while you go on trips to a showboat with Amoba. Your AI is handling orders, is answering questions, is sharing pricing information, is taking in revenue for you. So yes, it's particularly best suited, I feel, for the small business owner. And I'm a living example of that. I leverage AI very heavily as well.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and close out. Anything else you'd like to share in closing? And guys, on the screen is Shola's site for his AI products, autocrew/AI, well, -AI.com. So if you guys are interested, please click on the link. But look, go ahead.
Yes, fantastic. But well, I will definitely let it close, first of all, by sharing again how proud I am for the work that you're doing, the movement that you've created. I really look forward to your maybe next year being. I have never been to Oshobo for the festival yet.
Okay.
My ancestors are from Ile-Ife, and
Okay.
I really want to visit on a trip. It would be very, very nice to go with a large group. I'm used
When's
to
the last time you've been to LA, for?
to Ile-Ife, probably 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So, but yeah, I would love to see the perspective of various people and their experiences. Being there to help also shed some light, answer questions. But then again, I really believe in the future that we're creating. I believe in the power of leveraging technology tools like we're doing right now, even through this platform, talking virtually on this stream here. And again, we're only limited by our imagination. If you can see it in your mind, if you can dream it, it means you can accomplish it. So don't take your dreams for granted. It means that you are able to bring those dreams to fruition. So I really thank and commend everyone for joining this session today.
I appreciate it, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. Like, share, subscribe. But till next time, Dynasty Mir. Peace.
Peace.